Let me get the phone real quick.
Okay, so this week we are diving into something that I think a lot of people can relate to.
Yeah.
It's how to beat boredom when you're stuck inside. And you've given us all this great information about games, and I love it. It's like you're saying, hey, if the power goes out, let's have a game night.
Yeah. Well, when the unexpected happens, like a power outage, or maybe you're stuck inside because of a storm or something, you really got to make the most of it, right? And what's fascinating is that a lot of these games, they kind of tap into our primal instincts, the hiding, the seeking, having to rely on our senses in a different way.
Yeah, like going back to childhood, but with this fun strategic twist.
Exactly.
So we've got your classic games, right? Like your cards, your board games, those are always winners.
The tried and true.
Absolutely.
Right.
But then we've got these like dark versions of hide and seek, tag. It's like, you're bringing the flashlights out, the glow sticks.
Makes it more exciting.
It makes it more exciting. And you know what I like about it? It's like you're adapting. You have this limitation, but you're using your brain to figure out a way to still have fun.
Absolutely. It's like, with the hide and seek, you're a seeker with a flashlight.
Yeah.
You're not just looking around a room. Your vision is this beam of light. It changes the whole strategy,
And you have to factor in shadows, right?
Oh, for sure.
Speaking of shadows, shadow tag. I love this idea.
Oh, yeah. Classic.
It's brilliant. And what's so great about it is you can do it in small spaces.
Exactly. You're not running all over the house bumping into things.
No, you're using the wall, you're using light. And I love that. It's very adaptable.
It is. And, speaking of adapting and using our imaginations, one of the things that these sources emphasize is storytelling.
Yes.
And I think that's so important, especially, if it's a stressful situation, like the power's been out for a while, people are a little on edge.
Sure.
Creating a narrative, even if it's a silly one or, a spooky one, it can be incredibly distracting.
Oh, absolutely. I remember as a kid, and I bet a lot of people listening do, you'd tell these ghost stories. And it's like magic. You're transported to another place. You're all in it together.
You're building a world together.
And you mentioned this source that talked about ghosts in the graveyard. Oh man, I remember playing that as a kid. It's like hide and seek, but with the spooky, spooky twist.
And again, it's not just about the game itself, right? It's that shared experience, that little bit of suspense that we crave that even as adults, I think.
Oh, absolutely. And I like how all of these sources give you options. You've got I Spy, Hangman. You can do those anywhere, anytime. Don't need much for those.
Exactly. Those are perfect for just a quick little break.
Exactly.
But then if you've got, more time, maybe you're in for the long haul, you can do something more elaborate, like a scavenger hunt.
Yeah. And it's like you're gauging what you have, like, how much time do we have? Where are we? What's our energy like? And then you choose a game that fits.
Exactly. And one thing that's really important, and these sources all touch on this, is safety.
Yes.
Especially if you're playing in the dark. You got to be mindful of your surroundings.
Right. Don't want anyone tripping over anything.
Exactly. You want the excitement, but not actual danger.
For sure. So, for me, the big takeaway here is it's not just about having a list of games to play when you're bored. It's like we've lost sight, in a way, of how to just play.
Absolutely.
Like we're so used to our screens and our devices, and this is like put the phone down, turn the TV off if you have power, and engage. And use your senses and use your brain in a different way.
It's funny you say that, because I think that's really what these games, especially in the dark, do. They remind us of that power of play, to entertain, to distract, to connect with each other.
Yes. And, next time the lights go out, instead of panicking, think of it as an opportunity. Like, all right, what are we going to do? We're going to unplug. We're going to connect. And who knows, you might even surprise yourself with how much fun you can have with just a little bit of darkness.
Absolutely.
So I don't know about you, but I'm ready for a game night.
Me too. What are we playing?